Hello, this is Darren DePaul, the voice of Emperor Valkorion, and you're watching another video by Vulkk.
In the first days of 2017, everybody still makes conclusions and overviews of the past year. We, the fans of Star Wars The Old Republic, also have things to remember, or, for the purposes of this video, things we don't want to remember. We saw, just recently, Vulkk's list of Star Wars The Old Republic's top 5 best moments in 2016. Now, let's see what were the top 5 worst things for me in 2016. It's hard to say if and how many of the original Star Wars The Old Republic designers and developers are still working on the game now, but some of us still remember the horrible implementation of PvP RNG gearing, those loot crates. Why must you guys revive a completely broken system? RNG looting and crazy grind is not suitable for a Western MMO. I'm told the Asian MMO market is much more acceptable for these types of games and the communities there are more prone to grinding. Please forgive me if I'm mistaken, I have no first-hand experience with such games. Back on the topic, RNG gearing was tested in 2011-2012 when the game released, and it was proven to be unsuccessful and unpleasant. I believe this decision was not made by the developers of the game to bring RNG back, but rather came from the top. And who sits at the top? EA, everybody's favorite company. I'm fully aware that some of you do enjoy the new gearing system. We've talked about that in length and much deeper detail during the Star Wars The Old Republic 5th anniversary special livestream event that I hosted a few weeks earlier. I, however, strongly dislike this, and since that's my list, I think it deserves to have a decent spot among the top 5 worst things. How can such a thing be listed as a bad thing? Honestly, I have heard all sorts of promises in the past 5 years. We will have better guild implementation, guild improvements, better than cross-server queue, PvP fans will receive good news next month. Stay tuned for our next super awesome announcement. Hey, don't get me wrong, some of these promises did actually come true, some of them even better than intended. It's the consistent closed circle we are in, announcement for an announcement of a promise for something that may or may not happen in the near or not so near future. It's not really pleasant to keep hearing and listening to these things. We all knew there will be a second season, we all expected the story to continue. Still though, we could have received something at least remotely close to an ending of a season. The cliffhanger at the end of chapter 16 was a huge disappointment for me. The final dark side decision in the said chapter made it even worse. Not the decision itself, but the complete lack of a result from it. The 16 chapters of Fallen Empire were not all great. Hey, they weren't actually all good. There were the bright spots, such as my personal favorite chapter 12 for example, but it was more than obvious that the attention Bioware was giving to Alliance recruitment and the desperate attempt to bring as many of the old companions back was really hurting the Fallen Empire story in general. That silly Steam. I'm talking of the introduction of the command rank Steam boost. It's not the problem that such an item exists. The issue I have with this is that it's a Cartel market exclusive. What's even worse is the fact that the Cartel market is supposed to help the free-to-play and preferred players by lessening their grind and torture. The Galactic Command, however, is a subscriber-only restricted area. I know, it's not the worst and I'm probably overreacting a little. Or perhaps even making a silly drama out of this for no good reason. Well, the truth is I really don't like it, and if I wasn't playing a Jedi Knight as my main character, I would have probably admitted that I absolutely hate it. This is where things get controversial. I only judge this from my own point of view. That's why it's Vulkk's list, right? I've admitted and shared my negative feeling towards the summer event of 2016. It involved far too much grind for not very interesting prizes and rewards. It required veteran players to redo all of the crazy grind just so they don't fall behind on achievements. I'm not huge on achievements myself, mostly because the hardest ones I had completed long before the legacy and the achievement systems came out, so I decided not to bother with them. There was one recent reason that made me dislike the Dark vs. Light event even more. Bioware announced that the companion we all fought and worked hard to secure, Master Ranos, the Blue Cheese, or the Republic Cheese, is actually going to be accessible to everybody sooner or later via an Alliance mission recruitment alert. Well, who would expect a reward in Star Wars The Old Republic to remain unique for long? I mean, we know how these things work already, so I don't know why I actually felt disappointed with this announcement. This was my list, guys. If you have stumbled upon this creation of mine randomly and by accident, you might now think I'm a hater. Don't forget to check out my Star Wars The Old Republic's top 5 best moments in 2016 and compare them. Most of all, don't forget to share your top 5 moments because I'm eager to hear them. It's your turn now, go ahead. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Click the like button and help me out. Visit my website vulkk.com for daily videos and news. To help me improve and expand, consider becoming my patron with a small monthly pledge. And stay in touch by following me on Facebook and Twitter.